What's going on? Mr. Trick here in the building. Just to give you a top tip on a producer hack that you can use at home with equipment that you probably already have. And the trick is making bass go down your back. Making the bass kind of vibrate around your spine and feeling the music, feeling the low end. How do you do that? Well, one option, which is the more expensive one, is buying these Subpacs that you can put on your back like a rucksack, and they cost £315. But I got a hack that all you need is a rucksack, a sound card, preferably with 2 outputs, and one of these, a portable speaker. You probably already have one of these, and I'm going to show you how to do it.
This gonna let you know who really put time into their stuff and who didn't.
You just hook your sound card, and hopefully it's got 2 outputs. If it has the headphone output, you can use that, and you assign the bass to your speaker. Check online what your frequency range is, your frequency response for your speaker. This is a JBL, and the frequency goes down to 65 Hertz. So I've just been editing the video and I thought I'd make this little diagram to explain it a little bit clearer so you can have a visual kind of understanding of what I'm going on about. Hopefully this makes sense. I've been doing it for the past two weeks. It's great fun. It's especially good if you've got neighbours that you don't want to piss off with the bass frequencies. I highly recommend it. Check it out. It's just a bit of fun. Don't take it too seriously. Obviously, use your ears. Do use your monitors, your speakers that you've got. I do encourage you to check it out and use it and see how you feel. I'm now going to jump over to my screen to show you the basic demo of how to do it. I have my tune set up. I have my speaker plugged in, switched on, and I'm going to put it in my backpack. I don't mind exactly where it's going to go, it's just in the backpack. You can be quite particular on that, but I'm not going to get into that. And then the cable is running into my sound card, into my headphone port. That is then, if I look at my screen, I can then show you in my Ableton software that my output is now at 3 at 4. So this is my tune, that cool girl I know that I'm doing with a producer called Dandelion, and I have assigned that channel. I will then, I think we'll try and do this on Ableton. I've assigned that to bus 20. So bus 20 is going to output 3 and 4. So what I've done is I've assigned all the channels that have low frequencies below 200 Hertz, which are all my bass sounds. You can see they're all going to bus 20, and then all my drums. See, this one needs to go to bus 20 as well. So just assign that, sorted, and then all my drums are going to bus 20. Another thing that's very important, which I've discovered, is you want to put a bit of a delay on your output, because these speakers, there's a little bit of latency basically. So I've worked it out to be around this number, 1374 semi somethings. So if I play it and then turn off the output of here, it's coming out. Depends on what speakers you listen to, but you feel that on your back. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you make get your production sounding pretty good. You put the bass on your back. I'm not saying this is the perfect way to listen to sub whatsoever. I know there's other speakers out there that go lower frequency, like the mini rig goes down to 50 Hertz. Obviously, if you want to spend £350 on a Subpac, I am not endorsed by them. I imagine getting one is really good and great fun for production. I am now in Ableton, and I'm going to show you how this works. So I've got the track here and I've got the bass here. And I've got 2 sends that I've put, and I've created a return down here that is going to the sub, which is output 3 and 4, which I've called, which is the Q out effectively. I've put an EQ on here, which is cutting all the top end, put it onto that setting down to 200. It's basically brick walling it. And if I mute the track, so turn it off the master, there you go, you can still hear it coming out the back there. And I've got my own independent volume on how I can do that, but I've still got the track coming out the main speakers and all the low end coming through. So there you go. If you also, most importantly, there's a slight delay, as I said, with these speakers. It probably varies the latency between different speakers, so I've simply added a simple delay. If you go into audio effects and just write simple delay, drag that onto your master, and then hit link, turn off the sync, and then I haven't found this to be about 1/18 of a millisecond delay with this type of speaker. So you've put that, just one obviously, and then put that on full wet, and then they will be in sync when the tune is playing out the speakers, you'll feel it in your back. And that's it. You can have lots of fun with this. As I said, it's a way of making you understand the frequencies between 200 and as low as your speaker will go to, your little speaker in your back will go to. Again, mini rig, if you've got one of them, they go down to 50 hertz. This one's 65, depends on how many drivers the speaker's got. There's lots of parameters in this, but hopefully this video will show you how to set it up, how to have a bit of fun, and maybe it will make your production a little bit crisper around the low end and enhance your production. So big up, Mr. Trick, peace of love.